Darwin would not want to miss a second of this. You want evolution while you wait? You got it right here. A man can go to Vietnam and end up on the street looking through garbage for a meal, while a man with soft hands who never saw anything more intense than a college prank sails by in a limousine. A woman can live in a city park, not use a toilet for 3 years, get raped, beaten, and starved, and still survive. We are dealing with a higher human here. This is what Nietzsche had the erection about. This is where it was heading, and now we're here. Forget art. Some guy's painting is not an example of an elevated state of mankind, more than a man who shits his pants and screams at the top of his lungs in his sleep, his head full of dead bodies and rice paddies. On the other hand, you can go marvel at Jurassic Park and buy a stuffed dinosaur. Excellent! The future? Let's not deal with the problems spitting in our face. Let's dig up Hitler and kick his goddamn ass. Again. This time we got him. A movie didn't kill Hitler. He killed himself. Don't you get it? He won. He completely pulled his mission off, thought it up and did it. More charisma than 10 Reagans. No Hollywood director will ever be as widely remembered. Back to the future. I'm putting my chips on the guy who can eat garbage and take beatings from the pigs on a regular basis. You don't get pushed hard enough for my liking. I'd like to see the weak get weeded out. I'm tired of having to share the place. They bring it all down so low. These young people sitting on their asses begging for beer money. Can't you come up with something better? Is this the way you're rebelling against your daddy, the one who abused you for years? Can't you do something more creative, like blowing him up, or out-earning him, instead of being a filthy, weak piece of shit, not even 20? Yeah, here's some evolution at MTV attention span speed. Take millions of years to get the fish out of the mud and into a car. Evolution. From living in caves and staring into the night sky from the top of the Trump Tower. Amazing what people can do when they put themselves into something. But it's not enough, though. We don't need God. We'll do it right here, right now. Crack babies, dysfunctional families giving birth to even more fucked up, genetically damaged offspring. The genes scream, the DNA twists in agony at the fact that it's committing an obscene crime by replicating. Evolution rages madly on. Children beaten in the womb. Sperm cells stabbed and maimed as they swim frantically towards the imagined goal. Don't do it! Bail out! More monsters on the way. Everything never sleeps. Always out looking for recruits. Like pimps. They always get the runaways. Looking for the daddy they never had. You fucking farm animals. I see you in the shopping malls dragging your litter of children behind you. The resources run out right in front of your face, and all you can do is make more kids. We'll have to go back to the old-fashioned, manual, hands-on wars to weed them all out. You fucking bovines with briefcases. What are you thinking? Why do you need a tribe? 1 child is all you need. Want 2? Adopt 1. There's tons over at the pound, waiting with their little noses pressed up against the chicken wire, looking for a good home. I guess you need more than 1 to molest and mutilate. Evolution goes on without judgment. I think you should be put in cages and set out in the country, penned in by walls of chain link. Soon there'll be so many that you'll have to kick them out of the house just to be able to eat. Too many people. It's over. All bets are off. You're gonna lose them to the bullet anyway. Give me an E. Give me a V. Christians are my favorite comedians. Talking that bullshit, shooting those abortion doctors, grinning blankly and stupidly into the lenses of CNN cameras. You guys are hot. Dragging your dull children out there with you on a Saturday when all they want to do is get high and fuck. Your conviction and your little signs are meaningless. Squeaks in the wind. Like you could stand in the way of evolution. Like you could ever control life and death. Look out. You never know when you're giving yourself over. You never know when your throat is exposed. These head feeders, they don't waste any time. Morality breaks down. What can you do against a sociopath? By the time you sidestep your morals and your sense of right and wrong, you're dead. You're so tiny. Your little words, lost in the wind and backwash of siren scream. I see this old man every day sitting on the steps. He watches the whores on 12th Street. He sits there from early morning until late at night, waiting to die while watching the streets rot in front of his eyes. I wonder if he thinks about evolution as he scopes the ugly whores who work the sidewalk in front of him. The oldest trade in the world? Yeah, right. I think we should hurry up and get it over with. People who litter are working towards it. They're pushing it right along. Let the garbage pile up. Let everyone see what they really leave behind. In a few days, you'll be knee-deep, praying to the president. Natural disasters are not enough. You need more. You need to have it happen to you. And then everything will become real. Don't worry, because everything's coming. All you have to do is live. Soon there won't be anyone who isn't a criminal or a victim of crime. Here's a good way to get guns off the streets. Let the assholes start killing everyone. Pigs, stay home. Take the phone off the hook at the pig station. Just stay home and blow your brains out. Same with the firemen. The other day, some firemen responded to a call, and for their trouble, they got firebombed, and 2 of them went to the hospital with severe burns. On the news, some representatives said that the fire department held no grudges against the neighborhood, but you know those guys undergoing skin grafts in ICU were wishing it was the doers. So you firemen, stay in the station when the bell rings. Let the whole fucking block burn. Most of the people are homeless anyway, no one will know the difference. After a few weeks of chaos, all the assholes will have killed each other trying to play king of the shitheads. Sure, a lot of innocent people would be dead, but at this point there's really no innocent people, so to hell with them. The streets would look like what we do to countries all over the world anyway. It's time to see what our tax dollars are not doing. I think we would be doing something for the good of the nation. Wouldn't you sacrifice one of your relatives for the good of the nation? How about your next door neighbor? Keep breathing, human. You watery little digit. Keep walking the streets until one of yours kills you. You know that saying, history repeats itself? Well, I think it's true, but I think it's quicker than a repeat. It's been centuries of the same unraveling thing. One long breath, one long first take. From the fuckheads with togas to the fuckheads in suits. You can kiss my ass with your history books too. What a bunch of useless paper. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. You can kiss my ass with that one as well. How long does it take to learn about what's been coming in your mouth every minute for the last 100 years? Those who are alive are doomed to repeat history because a bunch of weak motherfuckers learned how to run the game from their fathers. And you can learn about them all you want, but you're going to repeat everything over and over. The woman with the paper bag face calls me over. She's lying in the doorway next to a man who's passed out. The area around him stinks of urine. She wants me to give her money. Keep civilization going for another day. Hold up the crumbling arches. Shoulder the sadness. Climb the ladder of scars. Don't look down. Don't look anywhere but straight ahead. Dead ahead. The head is dead. The head is a dead place. It's a killer. The drug dealers have faster faces, darting eyes. They know how fast it's all coming to an end. They're just trying to get some commerce going before everything starts burning again. Another woman with a broken face staggers in with a man. She's trying to get him to buy her more beer. They stink and drift. It's good to know that there will always be criminals. You'll never have to waste your time thinking that things could ever be better. Crime will never go away because criminality is part of the heritage. Without crime, the machine would seize and stop dead on the highway to oblivion. Crime is a 24-hour-a-day thing. Millions of dollars are invested to make sure crime runs smoothly and endlessly. Recruits are searched for at all times. If they can't be found, they are made, groomed. Criminality is a way of life.